Good morning, everybody. It's Ramona Remisat here again with the daily angel guidance message. And today is Wednesday, April the 26th. I'm happy to report there's no snow on the ground this morning, thank goodness. And although it's kind of very gray, dull, and not too warm, I think our high is only going to be about 6 degrees today. So, but you know what? At least there's no snow, so I will take it. So today I wanted to, good morning Trish, hi, thanks for joining. This morning I wanted to work with angel therapy cards because I don't know, that's the deck that was calling to me as I was looking at them all, so that's the one that I picked. And the card that has come up for today is Cut Your Cords. Now look at that image. This is Archangel Michael, who is often depicted in artwork with his big sword. He also carries a shield. His specialty is protection. And so let me explain to you this concept of cords if you're not familiar with this. So every time you're in a relationship with someone, you form an invisible cord with them, an etheric cord. And you can sort of imagine it as kind of like surgical tubing, if you will, okay? So these cords are with everybody you're in a relationship with. And so the biggest ones, of course, are with parents and siblings because those have been the longest relationships that you've had. And the cords can work in two ways. One of the ways they can work is that person that you're attached to can pull energy from you or send energy to you, right? So if you're attached, if you will, to somebody who's very angry or negative, that can come through and you might start to pick up those feelings, or you might feel like you have stomach or digestive issues because a lot of times those cords kind of attach around the abdominal area or even in your neck and shoulders. That's why a lot of people kind of complain about like having a lot of neck and shoulder issues. So it's a healthy thing to regularly cut your cords, and you can cut the cords. It's not that you're cutting these people out of your life, okay? The love bond is never severed, but you're getting rid of any of the dysfunction part, okay? So parents, it's okay to cut your cords to your children. Sometimes I say that to a mother and they're horrified, right? So it isn't, like I said, it isn't going to sever any of the love bond, okay? So the way that I do it is I simply, again, call on Archangel Michael, and I just say, Archangel Michael, please come with your sword of light and sever any and all cords attached to me that are not serving me or aren't for my highest good, or I might say attach anything that's attached to fear, right? So it's saying on the card to ask him to clear any old attachments to fear that stem from past relationships that will free you from destructive patterns, because these cords will keep you kind of attached and stuck and kind of doing the same things over and over that maybe aren't really serving you, right? And so we don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over if it's not giving us the result that we want. We want to be able to remove that so we can go forward. And this is a good time to be doing this now too, so that, again, we talked yesterday a little bit about Mercury retrograde. When Mercury goes direct on May the 3rd, and you're going to feel more like, starting things, charging out of the gate, and being ready to do all that, you don't want to be attached and encumbered and pulled down with these cords and these attachments, okay? So that's your homework for today, is to cut some cords and free yourself up, and then try to remember to get into a habit or routine to do this regularly, okay? If you start to feel like you're being, drained of energy, you're feeling very tired, very exhausted, that can be a signal to cut your cords. Again, if you are also feeling like you're picking up maybe something that doesn't belong to you, some feelings, emotions, you're agitated or you're very angry or something like that, and it's not really your feeling, that's also an indicator that it's a good time to cut your cords. But you don't always want to wait till you have a physical manifestation of something to do it, right? You want to be more proactive. So maybe even if you have to write it on your calendar, the first of every month, I cut my cords or whatever it is, just so that you get into, like I said, a habit and a routine with it, okay? So that's it for today. Cut your cords for yourself and you will probably feel a lot better. Now, while you're doing this, as you call in Archangel Michael and you ask him to do this work, just sit and breathe deeply. That really gives him full access to be able to do that. And some people experience things like they might experience some warmth or some heat, or the opposite. It might be some coolness. They might experience tingling. And you might experience nothing, but that doesn't mean it's not working. I have a lot of people who report that after they've done this, they have an amazing, sleep. Their sleep is just fantastic. And they almost feel lighter too. Like literally they're detached. They're not being held down. So those are some of the things that you might expect to experience when you do your cord cutting. If there's anything else that you experience that I haven't talked about that you're wondering, is this normal? Is this weird? You can post it here and I will answer your questions. So that's it for today, guys. Have a fabulous day and I will see you back here tomorrow for tomorrow's message. It will be a little later. I have a very early morning appointment tomorrow. So I will aim to do the angel guidance message as soon as I get back. All right, take care and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.